Alrighty, guys, welcome back into another episode of Getting Technical, brought to you by Better and Green. I am Ethan. With me, as always, is Wyatt. And today we have one standalone game we're talking about here. Big Ten matchup, a big Big Ten matchup. Number 9, Illinois at the best-ranked team in the country, Purdue. Wyatt, really looking forward to this game. Looking forward to conference play. Really getting ramped up this month. How you doing? How your bet's been doing? How was your holiday season?
Everything was great. It's been a while since we've been on getting technical, so excited to jump back into college basketball. I actually started to, really dive in Tuesday this week. College football is winding down. No NFL on Thursday. It's kind of coming to the point where I realize I need to start diving into college basketball. And 2 days ago, I had a pretty solid day. Yesterday was a battle, 4-4. I'm trying to stay to the Big Ten is what I know best. But the group of five, there's so many games. I just don't know to even where to begin on some of those. So I need to dive into those. But excited to talk about the Big Ten because that's obviously where I think I know. I feel the best. I know the best. Don't ever bet Michigan again. That team is a fucking joke. Bet them again last night. They can't. Yeah, whatever. They suck. But yeah, super excited. Number 9, Illinois kind of came out of nowhere. 11-2. Number 1, Purdue 13-1. This should be a good game, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, you said don't bet on Michigan again. He's talking basketball. You might want to bet on Michigan again in football, but to know for sure, go check out our final Power 5 picks episode of the season. We break down the national championship game. Obviously, Michigan representing for Wyatt and Washington in that national championship for football there. For basketball, let's get right into the Illinois-Purdue game. I'm seeing Purdue 10.5 home favorite, over under 151.5. I guess kind of the biggest news in this game is Terrence Shannon is maybe done forever. It's kind of who knows at this point with the alleged rape that he was charged with. So no Terrence Shannon in this game, which had a big impact in Illinois' early season success. What way are you looking at this game?
Yeah, that definitely I completely forgot about Shannon, to be honest. So that I'm kind of questioning what I'm doing right now. But I still think Illinois is, I still think they're a solid team, and 10.5 points is quite a bit. And they played a decent schedule so far. They lost to Marquette by 7. They lost to Tennessee by 7. They beat Florida Atlantic by 9. All of those are pretty high scoring games. 79-86 at Tennessee, 89-98 at Florida Atlantic. The Marquette game was a little lower scoring, but I'm going to take Illinois to 10.5. I think they're going to hang in there. Illinois and Purdue, they just always, I think there's a little bit of a rivalry there. They just always seem to be in close games. So I do like the 10.5, where I did place my bet, and it might be a little square, might be a little obvious, but I did take the over in this game at 151. I actually just put 2 units on it. I'm thinking this game could get easily to the 160s. I wouldn't be surprised if Purdue maybe gets into the 100-point range. I think Illinois can hang in there, high 80s, low 90s. So I think this is going to be a really high-scoring game. Also, Purdue is coming off a very tough battle at Maryland, which I did cash that under. That was at I think the final score was like 67-50 something. So super low scoring for Purdue, but you forget it's at College Park, tough place in Maryland. But I think this is a big bounce back game for Purdue at home. I think they're going to get back into the scoring mode, and I think Illinois is going to hang in there. So I like Illinois in the spread, probably won't get there. If I do, it'll be a sprinkle, but I have placed 2 units on the over.
Time off might have done us well because we were seeing completely eye to eye. I like Illinois. I like the over. Not sure if I'll get involved or if I do, which one I'll get involved in. I kind of like them equally the same. But yeah, I think 10.5 is just too much. I think it's an overreaction to Shannon being out. Like you said, these teams play tough. Illinois has played 2 games without Terrence Shannon, put up 104 in a victory over FDU, which obviously not a Power 5 team there, but they did have the upset over Purdue last year. And I mean, they smoked them 104-71. I don't give much credit to that game, but that was their first game without Shannon and put up over 100. Pretty impressive. And then they just beat Northwestern, put up 96, beat Northwestern by 30 points without Shannon, who beat Purdue. So, yeah, I mean, I don't do the, if you beat him, they beat you, blah, blah, blah. But I think the team's playing hard without Shannon. It doesn't look like they've missed a beat whatsoever. This is obviously a huge game for them, where I think Purdue just kind of overlooks them without their superstar player. I think Purdue thinks they can just kind of get in at home, get out with a victory. Don't think it's going to be that easy for them. And Northwestern, to me, is no slouch. I think they're kind of an underrated team in the Big Ten. With Boo Buie, they've always kind of been that upset squad. They could just go on a quick run in a game and really catch you by surprise. So I think that win without Shannon against Northwestern by 30 points is extremely impressive. Yeah, I think Illinois keeps rolling here. Not going to call for the outright upset, but I think it's an extremely close game, which also bodes well for the over. If this game's close down the stretch, we're going to get free throws. I think both teams are going to be scoring at will here. So the more and more I talk about it, the more and more I think I like the over as well. That's probably my favorite bet in this game. But yeah, we're seeing eye to eye. Illinois plus the points, over.
Yeah, I know it kind of goes both ways. We talked about Illinois beating FDU, who upset Purdue in the as a 16 seed in the tournament, then obviously beating Northwestern this year, who was Purdue's only loss. It goes both ways because Purdue did beat Tennessee and Marquette, who did beat Illinois. So it's fair and square both ways if you want to look at it like that. I don't recommend ever really looking at that for determining who's going to win games, but yeah, it goes both ways in that game. But yeah, I'm just excited for hopefully a high scoring game. Again, I'm probably not going to get there on the spread. I'm a little scarred. I took Colorado last night against Arizona. I thought they were two equally matched teams, kind of. And the spread was 12.5. I thought that was really high. And Arizona blew the doors off. And I'm kind of seeing maybe the same thing might happen. I think obviously Purdue is a better team than Illinois, but they're not that far apart, and the spread's at 10.5. That seems very high. So I'm a little nervous of the scar tissue that was left after the Colorado loss. But either way, Purdue is going to score some points, and I'm just hoping Illinois follows suit, and I hope it's a high pace, high scoring game.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I will probably have action on the over. Hope this is, like you said, high pace, high scoring. And I do hope it's close because, like I said, those late free throws could really help us out hitting that over. Guys, that's going to wrap it for today's single game episode. We do have a couple games tomorrow that we are looking to touch on. So keep an eye out. We might have videos on those. We'll probably have some content of some sort. If we don't have a video, head over to bettergreen.com. Check out our articles we post there. We might have articles coming out for those games tomorrow, as well as college basketball here in the future. Also, guys, download the app Sharps. Sharps is basically a sports betting social media page. We are on there. We post our plays. We interact with people. Other people post their plays. You can use our promo code BET269. That's BET, BETT 269. Yeah, head over to Sharps. It's just a great social media platform for sports bettors. Other than that, head over, check out our YouTube page for, like I said, our college football national championship video. Our NFL Week 18 video is out now, and we'll continue to pump out videos for you further throughout the year. So, guys, thanks again as always, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Hey, guys.
You better start listening to the Better and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast. Better and Green.